bullshit and counted 30 out loud. I skipped 29.
He calls it a skip.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay. I'm like, oh, it's your first night out. I didn't say that, but I'm thinking it in my head. I'm like, this guy's a rookie. I'm like, okay, this is okay. By the way, expired driver's license, expired driver's license, expired tags. It was May. It was May. My birthday was in April. My driver's license, I hadn't renewed it yet. Okay. But he wasn't even paying attention. They just want to find out if you're drunk or not. So, after we do the test.
Nope. Been doing so for like what, 10 minutes now?
YouTube and everything going. Oh my
God. Be secret.
Hey, boy, shut the hell up, man.
After I do the test, all the tests he gives me, she has me blow. And I am like, I am like, yes sir, yes ma'am, the whole 9 yards, because I am not about to fuck with these two cops. So she tells me to blow, I'm like, yes ma'am, I blow in this stupid thing. So she looks at the score, she's like, oh good, you're blowing, good. Like, people apparently pretend to blow. I'm like, what the fuck, you assholes? Like, I know you're drunk, but Jesus. So she goes, how do you think she did? To the other cop, and he goes, I don't know, she passed all the tests with like flying colors, and I blew .0723.
Wow.
If I had finished my beer at the bar we were at before it closed, I would have fucking been done.
Yep. Wow, that was so close right there.
So they give me the whole spiel about how a $100 cab ride is way more cheap than a fucking DUI, and you will be done for life. It's 20 grand, like you're just fucked, you know. And they're like, well, we're not gonna take you to jail tonight. And I start crying. Because up to that point, I was cool. And after they said we're not taking you to jail, I'm like, oh. They're like, but we don't want you driving. So where can we take you? And I didn't live in my parents' house, but I'm like, my parents live right over there, dude. My parents live right there. So they're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull your passenger out. We're gonna put him in the back of the patrol car. We're gonna put you in the passenger seat of your car. She is gonna drive your car, and while he follows with him in the patrol car. Because literally, I was across the freeway in the next neighborhood. My parents live like maybe 2 minutes away.
So she blows a .07 and you get arrested.
So they pull him out of the car. They make him do this, and he spreads his legs. And the guy's like, wider.
Someone tells you to blow again.
And the guy's got his knee all up in Pete's harple.
This shit was all up in my junk. I'm like, why are you all up in my junk?
Hey, technical team,
They
right?
put his ass in the back of the patrol car. She puts me, and she's trying to small talk me. She's like, is that your boyfriend? I'm like, no.
And he's
She's like, oh, okay.
And he was like, do you like boxing? I was like, no. Drive me in your goddamn cop car until we stop so I can leave.
Like, he's totally like a suspect. I wish I had a picture of like this all happening. It would be great. Oh my god, I wonder if we could get like the in-car camera thing. Of all that would be great. I would love to have that.
This is fucking precious.
Amazing, right?
No, it gets better though. It gets better.
So Pete had never met my parents because, you know, like why? So, and my parents love Pete, by the way. They love him. They want him to come over and hang out without me. They just want to, like, love him. So, never met my parents at this point. I don't live there. I don't even knock. I just open the front door. And my mom is up because my little sister lived there, and she was out too. It's Cinco de Mayo. We're white. Whatever. Anyway, so everybody's a little Mexican on Cinco de Mayo. Anyway, so right. So my mom's sitting on the couch, and she's like, what are you doing here? You don't live here. What's going on? And I'm like, okay, don't get mad. And Pete and I are drunk, so we're laughing. It's funny, dude. We explain the situation, like, and she's like, okay. And she gets up, and my mom is the scariest woman you've ever met in your life. She is like businesswoman, ball buster, like crazy. Crazy. I could go into other stories about how she's crazy, but she's fucking, believe me, she's crazy. So I take after my dad, Amella. Kind of, sometimes. Anyway.
I don't know. My kid's smiling.
I'm not mean. She's mean. My mom's mean. Anyway. So she goes in the back. She's in her pajamas. She throws on a sweatshirt. She puts her shoes on. She puts us in her car and drives me to our condo. Pete gives her a hug.
No, seriously, walk out of the car. Mrs. Lindsay, can I hug you? She's like, absolutely.
Gives her a hug. We go inside, pass the fuck out. Next day, Pete's car's at my place. We took my car out. I think that's the same time
Buick.
Yeah, I did. We have a dance to it. So I just palmed the Buick with the steering wheel, that big ass Buick. I just palmed it out of the park, out of the spot I was in, and he was like, "That's fucking amazing." And then he just did that. I was like, "Wow, you're easily impressed," but that's okay. So, anyway, yeah. So he dropped us off the next morning. Pete, silence. There's nothing in the car. We're just like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened last night. That was insane. So drives me to my parents' house. I don't even go inside. I just get in my car and drive back to Fremont. I'm like, anyway. So that's our almost get arrested story. But Pete and I we have stories like this, yeah.
Honestly, for days.
It's like if something ridiculous doesn't happen to us. One time we were going to visit Courtney. We were in the airplane or the airport for probably 10 or 15 hours. It was 2 stops, 2 layovers. We were on Southwest.
Is that when you hit Pete in the nose?
Yes, and he got a bloody nose in the middle of the airplane. So, I don't think I hit him. I think it just started happening. Yeah, and I was just gushing blood for no reason. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
You gotta take some coke in the middle of an airplane. It's alright.
Anyway, so we're in fucking Louisville. An airport is maybe 8 of my apartments put together, maybe. And we hadn't eaten. We were late. I woke up at our flight was at 6:30 or 7, and I woke up at 5:30, and we had to drive to Berkeley to get him and go to Oakland to go to the airport. My dad was flying down the freeway, crazy ass. So there's bad weather supposedly in Baltimore. Courtney's on the phone with us going, it's beautiful. There's not a fucking cloud in the fucking sky. So that's bullshit. So 3-hour layover in fucking Louisville. They keep us on the plane for 2 of those hours. Finally decide to taxi us back and let us get off and go get food. Insane. And then we were only there for 3 days or something ridiculous. We literally sat there.
It was a weekend trip.
It was a weekend trip. It was fly to the East Coast for 2 days and come back. It was crazy.
I think you guys called me for that.
I'm sure.
Call from Pete and Lindsay.
Oh, we were drunk.
Dave.
What are you talking about? We were I'm sorry.
If Dave called you, we were definitely gone.
We were really good.
Yeah, it was drunk.
Brazilian barbecue was so good.
Oh yeah, we did that. We did Fogo de Chao. That place is all you can eat meat. These guys walk around, they're like, "You want my meat?" You're like, "Yes." So
Just yes, sir. In my mouth, sir, right now.
Literally, they come around with spits, meat on spits, and they cut you off pieces, and you can sit there and eat forever. Courtney, eat me under the table. I'm telling you. I stopped. She continued for 20 more minutes. I was like, where is it going? You're gonna be hurting. I'm telling you.
And
Stop.
I was, but it was so worth it.
And we were drunk. The last time I was there.
Woman after my own heart. I love it.
It's not the first time. I mean, me and Yanni.
Oh my god. Remember when I got sick in the bathroom? I was in there for 20 minutes. We went to all-you-can-eat sushi.
Oh,
the first
no.
time.
We went to all-you-can-eat sushi. It was horrible.
There's a carniceria. It's a...
What?
Not a carniceria, but it's a Brazilian barbecue place in San Mateo. Where you walk in, it's $20-25, and they just have guys walking around with spits
Let's go.
of meat.
Let's go. San Mateo's not that far.
It's not as good as Fogo de Chao.
Oh.
It's amazing. Well, there's Okay, there's one in San Francisco that costs $50.
That's Fogo de Chao. Fogo de Chao costs $50 a person.
I'm
There-
okay with that.
But that,
What's
I mean,
one
that was
San
everything.
Jose?
That was everything
You
from
get
chicken
money,
liver
like,
to filet mignon to whatever
Yeah,
the fuck you want.
top sirloin, bottom sirloin,
Like, just
leg,
guy walks up,
beef,
you know,
Beef
ribs.
ribs.
Would you
I
like
would
some?
like
Would you like some
that.
top sirloin?
Yeah.
Like,